NitroJoes.com.
Okay, students, now we are starting with the Abhyas paper number 57. Okay, so here the very first question is from the atomic structure, you can say, and you can say from the D block elements, because all elements belong to the D block elements. So you can say question is from the D block element also. Okay, and here cobalt, nickel, copper, and zinc. Okay, so how to remember Fe-Co-Nikunj? Okay, what is the technique? Fe-Co-Nikunj. Okay, Fe-Co. Fe means iron, Co means cobalt, Ni means nickel, Cu means copper, and zinc. Okay, these are the three elements. These are the four elements out of which it is given. Okay, now with the atomic number only you will be able to find out the magnetic nature. Magnetic nature depends upon the number of unpaired electrons, and this is the easiest question I have seen ever. Answer is D, because 4s2 and 3d10, this is the last element of the 3d series. So once it is 2 electrons are lost, then it is going to be 4s2 only. Okay, so first question, what is the correct answer? D is the correct answer. Okay, next question is X-rays are generated by accelerating electrons. X-rays are generated by accelerating electrons in a where in a vacuum. Okay, and letting them impact on an atoms in a metal. Simply normally we will use tungsten or platinum. What we will use? Tungsten or platinum. So when a cathode rays, here normally electrons we will take it as a cathode rays. Okay, so cathode rays when impacted on the heavy metals like platinum and tungsten, they will be converted into X-rays. Okay, this is the theory part, already well-known fact. Just to waste your time, these are all is given. Okay, now the actual question starts from here. If 1000 electron volt kinetic energy, if 1000 electron volt kinetic energy of electron is completely converted, this much energy is completely converted into photon energy. Okay, that means photon is of what? X-rays. Okay, so X-rays are being manufactured from the kinetic energy of the electrons. Okay, so those much energy is converted into electromagnetic energy. If the electron, question is, if the electron is current is 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 5 ampere, how many photons are produced? Okay, current is simply charge per second. Okay, what are the units? Already you must be knowing Q is equal to IT. Okay, so current is given, from that you can find out charge. From the charge you can find out number of electrons, how many photons are there. Okay, so you can try, and otherwise I will explain. Okay, very simple question. If you understand the concept, total energy produced is 1000 electron volt. What electron volt? 1000 electron volt is the energy. Electron volt to convert into joules, I am multiplying it with the 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Okay, minus 19. So number of photons is equal to simply total energy and energy of each photon. Total energy liberated is this one, 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 5, and energy of each photon is given as 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. So on simplifying, what I am getting, 9.375 into 10 to the power of 13 photons. This is the answer. 9.375 into 10 to the power of 13 photons. Okay, note down this. Okay, next question is about the chemical bonding and hybridization state of the nitrogen. Okay, what is the question? The species in which nitrogen atom is in sp hybridized state. is in sp hybridized state. Options are NO3 minus, NO2, NO2 plus, and NO2 minus. Okay, here it is NO2 minus and NO2 plus, NO2 plus, and it is simply NO2, NO3 minus. Okay, so answer should be sp hybridized. What should be the hybridization state of nitrogen? It should be sp hybridized. Okay. So I am directly explaining the reason. See, in NO2, N double bond O, and it will be positive. Okay. So what is the hybridization state of the nitrogen? Here it will be when nitrogen possesses positive charge. Positive charge, it will be as good as carbon. Okay. Once it is carbon with two sigma bond and two pi bonds. Okay, two sigma bonds and two pi bond, hybridization is going to be sp hybridization. So what is the answer? C is the correct answer. Okay. Okay, next question is which of the following is most basic? Which of the following is most basic? Okay, options are zinc oxide, Al2O3, As2O3, and K2O. Okay, so very simple answer. The most metallic oxide. What is the rule? Metallic nature increases. What increases? Metallic nature increases, then basic nature also increases. Basic nature is directly proportional to metallic nature. Okay, so highest metallic is potassium, therefore most basic will be K2O. Okay. Okay, next question is from Hess law and thermodynamics. Okay, so here heat of combustion of hydrocarbon CXHY, carbon and hydrogen. These three heat of combustion are given for this A, for this B, for this C. Okay, this is not carbon, this is heat of combustion. Then the heat of formation of CXHY will be. Okay, so for this what we have to use? We have to use the three equation to form three CXHY. Okay, so let us take CXHY is to be formed. Then what we should take? X moles of the C, Y by 2 moles of Y. Sorry, Y by 2 moles of hydrogen. Okay, so this equation we have to find out. According to this formula, CXHY, X moles of carbon, Y by 2 moles of the hydrogen should give CXHY. Okay, so this is the reaction we need to form. Okay, now first reaction. What is the first reaction? CXHY. Okay, CXHY plus O2 will give you XCO2 plus YH2O. Y by 2 H2O. Okay, Y by 2 H2O. And here oxygen will be what? X2X and plus Y by 2. Okay, accordingly you can balance here. Now this is to be formed from where? Carbon and hydrogen. C plus O2 gives CO2 and H plus H2 plus O2 will give H2O. Okay, so this is what the reaction is given. Is it visible to all of you? Okay, so H2 plus half O2 will give H2O. So this value is how much? B. This value is C for this, and this value is A. So by using them, this equation is to be formed. Okay, so when you form according to by adding and subtracting, when you form the correct equation, you will get minus is very important. Okay, options are given like that, XB. Okay, after simplifying this, what you will get? XB plus YC by 2, YC by 2 minus A. Okay, so by simplifying this, what you will get? Minus XB plus YC by 2 minus A. Okay, this is the answer we get after simplifying these three equations to form this. Okay, note down. Okay, next question is the compound formed. The compound formed when ethyl bromide heated with dry silver oxide. Here, main thing you have to remember is it should be dry silver oxide. What is the question? It is the dry silver oxide. Okay. So dry silver oxide and moist silver oxide, they will give you the different compounds. Okay. So the ethyl bromide C2H5Br. Okay. When it is treated with dry silver oxide Ag2O, so that time we will take 2 moles. Okay. So 2 moles of silver and 2 moles of bromine will be eliminated as 2AgBr. 2AgBr. So both mole will be attached to oxygen. So it will be diethyl ether. What will be the answer? Diethyl ether is the final answer. Okay. But when you should, after confirming that it is dry only. Understood? But if the question is about simple one word is changed, moist. So that condition, it will form as a alcohol. Same Ag2O is given, but if it is moist, then only one mole react with one mole to form alcohol. Okay. So this is the question bank question. This can be your actual mains question. Understood? So everything related to that you should be able to study. Okay. So if the question is dry silver oxide, diethyl ether. If the question is moist silver oxide, it is going to be the ethyl alcohol. What is the answer? Ethyl alcohol. Is it visible? C2H5OH is the final answer when moist is given. When dry is given, 2 moles is to be taken and 1 mole of ether, 2 moles of AgBr will be formed. Okay. Okay. Next question is a mixture of eudometry question. A mixture of CH4 and C2H2 occupies certain volume at a total pressure of 63 torr. Okay, 63 torr. The same gas was burned to give a mixture. Same gas was burned to give a mixture of CO2 and H2O. If CO2 alone pressure after combustion was 69 torr, question is what is the mole fraction of CH4? What is the mole fraction of what CH4? Okay. Okay, question here it is two gas mixture. What is that gas mixture? CH4 and C2. The second gas is C2H2. Okay, so let us do the total pressure initial it was 63. Okay, so let us take this as a 63 minus X. So this pressure is going to be how much? X. Okay, because total is 63 torr and this pressure is going to be 63 minus X and this pressure is going to be 63. Oh, sorry, X torr. Okay, so when it undergoes combustion, it is going to give 1 mole of CO2 and 2 moles of H2O. Okay, so for balancing purpose, I have to write 2O2. Now it is balanced. Same way when I make the combustion of C2H2, so it is going to give CO2 and 1 H2O. Understood? Any doubt in this one? So here, this is the before the reaction. After complete reaction, so this pressure is going to be what? 63 minus X only. Only one product is there. This pressure is going to be what? 2X. Is it understood? So this is 60. Why? Because 1 mole is giving 1 mole. Here 1 mole is giving how many moles? 2 moles of CO2. But final pressure of CO2 alone, that is 63 minus X plus 2X, was how much? 69. Okay. I think that is what given or not. 69 is the total pressure. So from this we can say X is equal to how much? 6. Okay. X is equal to what? 6. So this pressure was 6 and this pressure will be 63 minus 6. So how much it is going to be? 57. Okay. So once you know the pressure and number of moles, directly proportional or inversely proportional? Pressure and number of moles. Okay. See, PV is equal to nRT. So volume is constant, temperature is constant, pressure is directly proportional to number of moles. So its mole fraction will be, question is about what? I think methane mole fraction. So methane mole fraction will be 57 by 69. What is the answer? 57 by 60. Uh, Total moles are 63 only. No? So 57 by 63. 57 is its mole, total is 63. So 57 by 63 is the answer. Can you simplify it further? Can be, if it is simplified, it is going to give you 19 by 21. What is the answer on further simplifying? It is going to give you 19 by 21. Okay, 19 by 21. Note down. Okay, next question is phenolphthalein is obtained by heating phthalic anhydride with concentrated H2SO4, and what is the other reactant? Okay, so who will give the answer? Anybody know this? See, phthalic acid. Okay, what is this first? Cyclohexane, benzene. Okay, this is phthalic acid. Okay, now phthalic anhydride. So phthalic anhydride will be like this. This is the phthalic anhydride. Anhydride means whichever is formed by treating it with the concentrated sulfuric acid and losing the water. This is the phthalic anhydride. Okay. When it is treated with, everything is there in the question only. Phenolphthalein. Phthalate already we have taken. What we have to take? Phenol. Okay. So phenol, what happens? It is going to react with the double bond oxygen. Okay. So we have to take 2 moles of phenol. How many moles of phenol? 2 moles of phenol. One will be approaching from left side, another will be approaching from the right side. Okay. So ultimately what it is going to lose? Oxygen, water it is going to lose, because sulfuric acid is formed of water. Okay. It is very thirsty. Sulfuric acid is very thirsty. It always extract water. Okay. So the answer will be phenol. What is the answer? Phenol. So what is phthalic anhydride here? One benzene ring, here one benzene ring with oxygen will be attached. Okay. Phenolphthalein formula also understood. How it is prepared also understood, and why it is prepared also understood. Where it is used phenolphthalein, it is used as an indicator in ionic equilibrium for titration. Okay, acid-base titration, redox titration. Sorry, in the previous question, the structure I have drawn, I think opposite. This is the actual structure. C double bond O. You make a note of it. Okay, this is phthalic anhydride. Okay, now phenol. This will be one phenol. This will be another phenol. Okay, at the para position hydrogen. Okay, water is removed only, but opposite I have drawn. Okay, so like this, the product will be formed. Okay, phenolphthalein will be like this. Should I erase this? Okay. So after removing of water, this benzene ring will be attached and OH will be retained. Okay. So this is the structure. One OH here. Just to make an amendment, actually I have written OH on the other side. Okay. So this is the structure of phenolphthalein. Okay, next question is electrochemistry, and in this one, in a cell reaction that utilizes zinc plus 2H plus gives Zn2 plus H2. Addition of H2SO4. What is this? Addition of H2SO4 to the cathode compartment. So simply adding H plus mean H2SO4 means you are adding H plus. Okay. So by adding H plus, what is going to happen? What about EMF of cell, and what is the shift of the reaction? Le-Chatelier principle as well as EMF. Okay, try and tell me. This is not a numerical, just you have to understand the concept. Okay, see how to solve this question. Very, very easy question. So here adding the H2SO4 means increasing the concentration of H plus. This H plus, so reactant concentration is increased, reaction will move on the right side. So don't worry about this, don't worry about this. Either D or C are correct. Okay. So by using the equilibrium concept, we understood that answer is either B or C. Now here H plus concentration. This is what Nernst equation for the cell reaction. Okay. So if H plus is increased, this total value will, if denominator is increased, total value will decrease. Okay. Denominator is increased, total value will decrease. So we will subtract a less value. So the remaining value will be more. Okay. So increases E. Why it is increases E, is it understood? Otherwise, simply we can say inverse of inverse is directly proportional. Okay. E cell is directly proportional to H plus because denominator is inverse proportional and minus is there. Inverse of inverse will be directly. So directly means increasing H plus will increase the E value. Okay. Okay. Next question is rate of reaction doubles. Rate of reaction doubles when there is for every rise in 10 degrees Celsius. Okay. When temperature increases by 10 degrees Celsius, rate of reaction increases 2 times. Now question is how many times the rate of reaction, how many times the rate of reaction will become when temperature is raised from 10 to 100 degrees Celsius. Is this question understood? So suppose if I change from 10 to 20, very simple logical question, 10 to 20 2 times, to 20 to 30 2 times. Likewise, how many times it will be repeated? 9 times. So answer is 2 to the power of 9. That is equal to 2 to the power of 9 is equal to how much? 5 and 2. Okay. So in the terms of the 9 times it will be 5 and 2, or in terms of the 2 to the power of it is 2 to the power of 9. Okay. So in the option this was given. Is it understood? Okay. Okay, students, now we are in the 11th question. According to this question, consider the atomization of bromine gas. Okay, consider the atomization of bromine gas. Bromine gas in the molecular form converted into 2 bromine atoms in the gaseous form only. Okay, and whenever required, you can take antilog of minus 7.02. Minus 7.02, you can take it as for 9 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Okay. So if the heat of atomization, if the heat of atomization of bromine, if the heat of atomization of bromine is 82, how much it is? 82 kilojoules per mole. Okay. And standard molar entropies of bromine atomic gas, bromine molecular gas are 175. This is how much? 175, and this is 245.4 joule Kelvin inverse. Okay. Find degree of dissociation. What you have to find? Degree of dissociation alpha. If total pressure is 40 atm, how much atm it is? 40 atm at 500 Kelvin. Okay. You can try, then I will explain. Okay, see here in this reaction, first of all, main our intention is to find out delta G. Okay, heat of atomization, that is enthalpy of reaction, is given as 82. See, delta H is given as 82. Okay, and molar entropies of bromine atom and bromine gas molecule. So with that entropy of reaction we can find out product minus reactant. Products are 2 bromine atoms minus 1 bromine molecule. So you will get 105.6 joule Kelvin inverse. Now we have delta S and delta H. By substituting here, every time I will tell you this is in kilojoules, this is in joules. So you better to convert into the joules, 82,000. Okay, and temperature here it is given as 500 Kelvin. So 500 into this is 105.6 enthalpy of reaction. Okay, so this whenever it is used, I will substitute then. Okay, so this is delta G. Now we have delta G. Okay, after simplifying this delta G, then we will get delta G as simplification of this is giving as 82,000 minus 500. 82,000 minus 500, you are getting 29.2 into 10 to the power of 3. Okay, 29.2 into 10 to the power of 3. This will be kilojoules. Okay, what this are joules. Okay, so by using the formula delta G is equal to minus RT into ln Kp. Okay, so delta G we can substitute here 29200. Okay, is equal to minus. If options are in calories, then I will write as a 2, and options are in joules, then I will write it as a 8.314. 8.314 into temperature is 500. But normally we will use log. So here we can write as a 2.303 into or a simple way ln Kp. Okay. So by simplifying this Kp I am getting as 9 into 10 to the power of 9 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Okay. Here that value which was given, that is used. Understood? Now I got Kp. So these are all procedure of the thermodynamics. All this is the procedure of what? Thermodynamics. From the product minus reactant, I calculated delta S. Heat of reaction, I have taken it as a delta H reaction, and delta G is equal to Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, delta H minus T delta S. Okay. So by substituting here, we got delta G. Now the delta G is used for finding out the Kp. Now we will use which formula? Kp formula. Okay. So up to here, if you are noted, then we will start with the next part. Okay. So this is converted into A2 gives 2A. There is a shortcut formula for the Kp in terms of the degree of dissociation. If it is A, B gives A plus and B, then this 4 will not be there. If A2 gives 2A, because of this 2, this 4 will be there. Okay. So this is the formula for the degree of dissociation and equilibrium constant when total pressure is given. So this meets our requirement. In this, total pressure is given. Okay, total pressure is given as how much? Total pressure 160. 160 only it is given. Total pressure of 40 atm. Okay, P total is given as 40 atm, and all this mentioned as alpha is very less than 1. So we can neglect the denominator part. Okay, so Kp is equal to 4 alpha square P. Then by using this we can P total we have. Just now we have got Kp. So Kp and P can be used for finding out the alpha. Okay. So after substituting those values, how much I got? Alpha is equal to 2.3 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Okay, here next question is from the chemical bonding and P block. Which of the following molecules number of possible XAX angle is maximum and in the anionic part of their solid state? Here most important is solid state. Okay, so before this PBr5, everybody feels that it is sp3d hybridization, but in the solid state hybridization will change. All exceptions are in this question. Okay, all exceptions are in this question, so try to solve it very carefully. Normally, PBr5, if it is gaseous state, it will be trigonal bipyramidal. But PBr5 in solid state, if it is there, it exists as PBr4 positive and Br negative. So here hybridization will be sp3. Okay, and N2O5. N2O5 in vapor state something else, in gaseous state it is something else. In solid state it is, in solid state it is NO plus, okay, NO2 plus and NO3 minus. Okay, so here anionic part, question is about anionic part, therefore it is sp3. There is no hybridization in Br minus. Okay, so like that, depending on the state also hybridization changes, NO2 plus and NO3 minus. Same way PCl5 solid will split up as 2 moles PCl5 will combine together to form PCl4 plus PCl6. Okay, PCl6 minus. Is it understood? Next, I will just, okay. So Cl2O6. Cl2O6 can give you, Cl2O6 solid can give you ClO2 plus and ClO4 minus. Okay. Here this negative part is sp3 hybridization. Okay. Now question is maximum number of. Question is what? The number of possible XAX is maximum in. Okay, maximum number means maximum hybridization should be there. So answer is PCl5. Okay, in PCl5, when it is in solid state, it is PCl6. Okay, so PCl6 hybridization is sp3d2. sp3d2 you will find 6 bond angles. Okay, so maximum number of bond angles are possible in sp3d2. Here it is sp3, and here no hybridization. So maximum number of bonds possible in PCl6 minus. Okay, note down this. All exceptions, very nice question. This will exist as PBr5, exist as a PBr4 plus and Br minus. N2O5 exists as NO2 plus and NO3 minus. PCl5 exists as 2 moles together, PCl4 plus, PCl6 minus, and Cl2O6 will split up as ClO2 plus and ClO4 minus. Very, very nice question. So mark it. Okay, next question is IUPAC name of MCl CH2 C6H4 CH2C CH3 thrice. Okay, so main problem is that when you are written with the molecular formula, it will be difficult to write the structural formula. See, C6H4 means it is benzene ring. What it is? Benzene ring. Okay, and here it is CH2. Let us take CH2. Then it is carbon. Now it is attached with how many methyl group? It is attached with 3 methyl group. And at this ortho meta chloro. Okay. So this is the structural formula of the given molecular formula. You are given with molecular formula. Whenever you find that somewhere it is C6, so there are chances, number of hydrogens are very less. Definitely there is going to be a benzene ring. Okay. So is it understood? Oh, sorry, it is CH2Cl. It is also CH2Cl. Okay. So from this structural formula, at least you can write down answer or not. Okay. So first, where we should start numbering? We should start numbering from here. Okay, because it is functional group, it is substitute. Okay. So first it will be 1-chloromethyl. Halogens are considered as a functional group. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3. So 3. Now it is substitute to substitute. That is called as a complex substitute. So on the 3, 1, 2, 3, propane is there basically. Okay. So on propane, second carbon contains 2, 2 dimethyl. 2, 2 dimethyl propyl. Okay. Then it is benzene. Then it is what? Benzene. Is it understood? So how complicated question on the naming? Many students feels that there is no questions from the IUPAC naming. This is the very direct question and example that complicated questions can be framed even from the which topic? from this topic also, IUPAC naming also. Okay. See, Moidher formula is given, complex substitute is given. Okay. So how to deal with that, is it understood? First, you should identify the functional group. Functional group should be given with the minimum possible number. So 1, 2, 3. This is a complex substitute. This is a chain. Side chain contains further side chains. Therefore, 1-chloromethyl 3,2,2-dimethyl propyl benzene. Okay, very important question. Number of aldol reactions that occurs. 1 mole of acetaldehyde, 4 moles of formaldehyde. So this is the product formation. You have to identify number of aldol reaction that occur. Okay. Options are simple: 1 reaction, 2 reaction, 3 reaction, and 4 reaction. Okay, A, B, C, and D. How many aldol reactions will be taking place? Okay, so that you have to identify. Can you identify? All of you tried. Now here it is a magic answer. Okay, instead of studying everything, it is very easy to study in one magic step. Okay, so this is the magic step where it involves how many? Only one step you can directly find out. Okay, so 4 moles of formaldehyde is there. How many moles of formaldehyde? 4 moles of formaldehyde are there. This is 1 formaldehyde, 2 formaldehyde, 3 formaldehyde, and 4 formaldehydes. Okay. So, but the reaction will be aldol condensation till the time alpha hydrogens are existing. Okay. So, in acetaldehyde, only 3 alpha hydrogens are there. So, in presence of 3 alpha hydrogens, this hydrogen will go this side, this will go this side. Okay. So that fourth, 1, 2, 3 are in the aldol condensation, but the fourth will be Cannizzaro reaction. Why? Why? Because it don't have no more alpha hydrogens. So number of steps involving aldol condensation are 3, and the number of fourth step is going to be the Cannizzaro reaction. The final step is going to be the Cannizzaro reaction due to lack of the alpha hydrogens. Due to what? Lack of the alpha hydrogens. Okay. Okay. See here, these two are given, and you have to identify the relation between them. Okay. Very simple. 1-3 migration. See, this is first, second, 3. Third, 1-3 migration of a proton from one polyvalent to another polyvalent atom. So this will result in this structure. Okay. So this is called as tautomerism. What it is called as, whenever there are two types of tautomers, 1-3 system and dyad system and triad system. It belongs to which? Triad system. Okay. If the migration is from 1-3, it is called as a triad system. If the migration is from 1-2, then it is called as a dyad system. So it belongs to the triad system of tautomerism. Okay. Okay. This is very easy question, but lengthy question. Okay. So correct order of activity. Activity means reactivity only. Okay. So reactivity order of substituted carboxylic acid, substituted acetic acid. Okay. So substituted acetic acid reactivity depends only on the electronegativity. So more electronegative, more will be the reactivity. So this is the answer. FCH2COH Cl, then it is bromine, then it is methyl. Okay. So answer will be D. Okay, one of the wonderful question. In this only one hydrogen is added, where it will go and add to give the major product. Okay. So where it will go and add to give the major product, you have to identify. Okay, this is very simple question. Central double bond. This central double bond is not involved in aromaticity. Okay, so nobody wants to lose their aromaticity, but the double bond which is present at the center is not involved in aromaticity. Therefore, this hydrogen will be get added here, and this is going to give you both hydrogens on the same side. Okay, so here I am drawing it opposite side, but both are solid wedge. Solid wedge means both hydrogens will be on the same side. Okay, so this is the answer. Where it will add and why it will add, is it understood? It will add to the central because conjugation is not present at that place. Okay. Okay, in this question, acid and base both are of the pH. Okay, both are of the different pH. Acid pH is 2 and 4 ml added to the base pH of 12 and 6 ml. So, what will be the pH of the resulting solution? Okay, you can try it now. Okay, see here. The main problem here is with pH is equal to 12. For P, it is very simple. If pH is equal to 2, that means hydrogen ion concentration is 10 to the power of minus 2 molarity. So, number of moles of H plus is equal to 4 into 10 to the power of minus 2. That is not a problem. Okay, problem is here. NaOH pH is given. So if pH is equal to 12, then POH is going to be how much? 2. So that means concentration of OH minus also going to be 10 to the power of minus 2 only. Okay, so this is 10 to the power of minus 2. So number of moles of OH minus is equal to 6 ml. 6 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, see which is more here? H plus OH minus is more. Okay, now concentration of OH minus is equal to 6 into 10 to the power of minus 2 divided by number of moles divided by volume is now how much? These are millimoles. So this 4 plus 6, 10. Okay. So on simplifying, you will get POH, but answer he want is pH. Okay. So if you simplify by this pH, you will get 11.3. Okay. How much you will get? 11.3. This you can write as a 6 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Okay. So 6 into 10 to the power of minus 3, when you apply negative log, you will get POH, and but answer is pH. So answer will be 11.3. Okay, is it understood? Okay, next question is how many of the following imparts color to the Bunsen burner flame? Okay, so question is how many of the following impart color to the Bunsen burner flame? So what is your answer? Barium, magnesium, calcium, beryllium, sodium, strontium, and potassium are options. Okay. There are two elements. What are those two elements which are not? There are two elements which does not give flame coloration. What are those elements? Magnesium and beryllium. These are the two elements in the alkaline earth metal which does not impart color to the flame. Okay. So barium, calcium, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is answer? A is answer. Magnesium does not give, beryllium does not give the flame coloration. Okay. Due to what is the reason? Due to their high ionization energy. Reason behind magnesium and beryllium does not give flame coloration is they are having high ionization energy. Okay, next question is when aqueous solution of NaH2O6 2 positive, magnetic moment is 2.83 Bohr magneton. But when ammonia is added, what happens to its magnetic moment? Okay. Question is that nickel with 6H2O when it is available, magnetic moment is 2.83. When it is treated with ammonia, what will be its magnetic moment? Okay. Question is it understood? So simply it will be a displacement reaction. Okay. So NiH2O6 NaH2O6 plus 6 moles of NH3. So it is going to replace it. So because of the replacing, both are weak field ligands only. Okay. So there is no difference in the magnetic moment. So magnetic moment remains Same. Magnetic moment, what happens? Remains same. Is it understood? Okay, we are in the next integer type questions. Question number 21. Okay. So first here is 22 grams of benzoic acid added into the 100 grams of solvent acetone. Here the very important is this one. Okay. Because benzoic acid behaves three different ways. How many ways? Three different ways. Okay. Same benzoic acid if I change the solvents, okay, if I use water, this benzoic acid will dissociate. What it will do? It will dissociate. So I will be greater than 1. What will be greater than 1? I will be greater than 1 because benzoic acid dissociates to give H plus separate and sodium benzoate separate. Okay. So, but the same benzoic acid when it is dissolved in benzene C6H6. What is this C6H6? It will associate. What it will do? Associate due to hydrogen bonding. Due to hydrogen bonding, it will associate. Therefore, I will be less than 1. What will be less than 1? I value will be less than 1. But here it is acetone, CH3CO CH3. So neither dissociate nor associate. Okay. So very important fact, and it is highly useful for this question. So here what we should take, I is equal to 1. Understood? So don't get carried away by seeing only solute. Solute behavior also depends upon the solvent. Solute behavior also depends on what? Solvent. H2O, benzene and acetone. H2O I value greater than 1, benzene I value less than 1, and acetone I is equal to 1. In this question acetone is given, so we can directly take it as a normal solution. When I is equal to 1, it is normal solution. When I not equal to 1, it is abnormal solution. Okay. So here we can simply use the normal solution formula. Make a note of it if you are not done yet. Okay. So next, let us proceed to this question. So this is the difference when you are just to go through the solution given by the NTA and attend the video solutions. Okay. So that is the difference. You will get extra knowledge required for similar type of questions. Okay. So here what I will write, delta TB is equal to I into KB into molality. So I is equal to 1, so I need not to write. Okay. Delta TB is how much? 0.17 is equal to KB is given as 1.7. AB is given as 1.7 into molality is equal to mass upon molecular mass. 22 divided by molecular weight is the only which we wanted. Okay. In 100 grams of solvent, it is grams, so it is need to be multiplied with 1000. Understood? So on simplification, molecular weight we are getting as 122. How much we are getting? We are getting the answer as 122. Okay. Molecular weight of benzoic acid is 122. Okay. Neither dissociation nor association. Okay. In this question, it is given as 1.22. Okay. It is 1.22, not 22 grams. It is 1.22. Make a correction. It is 1.22 grams. Okay, here two things are twist in the question. What is the twist? First of all, excess. Okay. Second one is it is not chlorine, my dear students. It is written chlorine water. Chlorine is different. Chlorine water is different. Okay. So answer here it is going to be 6. Okay. First of all, it is added to iodide salt. Iodide salt, let us take Ki minus. Okay. First, when it is treated, it is very simple. Iodine will be oxidized to I2. What will be? It is oxidized to I2 and it is simply displacement reaction KCl. Okay, but here it is excess is used that iodine formed can further react with. Because of this excess, it is written Cl2 plus H2O also there. So excess chlorine water. Why this word is very important and how it is going to change your answer, is it understood? So 10 moles here it one product will be HCl only. One product will be HCl only, but it is oxidized to iodic acid. What it is oxidized? HiO3. It is oxidized to HiO3. Understood? So change in oxidation number, it is -1 and it is +5. Question is not about final oxidation state, my dear students. It is change in oxidation state. Okay? 5 minus of -1 is equal to answer is 6. Is it understood? So every word you have to be carefully study to avoid the negative marking. Okay, next question is how many of the following exhibit stereoisomerism? So stereoisomerism is possible when stereo center is there. What is there? Stereo center. Okay. Stereo center means a carbon with 4 different number of groups. What? 4 different number of groups. Different type of groups available on each carbon. Okay. Okay. Presence of stereoisomerism is due to the presence of stereo centers. Understood? So I will tell you one example. 2-hydroxypropanoic acid. So this will be 3 carbon atom. Let us take COOH 2-hydroxy. So this is going to be the methyl. This is going to be the hydrogen. So this carbon contains one side carboxylic group, one side methyl, one side hydrogen, one side OH group. So this is the stereo center. So it can show what? It can show the stereoisomerism. Okay. So likewise, if you check what are the correct answers, one can exhibit and second butane 2,3-diol. Butane 2,3-diol can exhibit stereoisomerism. 2,3-dichlorobutane, it can exhibit isomerism. Okay. 2-bromo 3-methyl pentane, 2-bromo 3-methyl pentane, and 2-methyl butanoic acid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, these are the 5 compounds which got stereo center, therefore they can exhibit stereoisomerism. Is it understood? The most trickiest question from the NCERT only, but tricky. Question is made tricky. 2 important ores of metal are given below. First one is malachite, CuCO3 dot CuOH whole twice dot XH2O. Carnallite, KCl dot MgCl2 dot YH2O. Question is X plus Y is equal to how much? Okay. So you can try. It is simple memory based, practice based. Okay. Question is Y minus X. Okay. Not X plus Y. It was Y minus X. Okay, very simple question, but made it tricky. Okay, you yourself will puzzle. This is how much? 6. This is 0. There is no water of crystallization. Okay, so 6 minus 0, answer is 6. What is answer? Answer is 6. Okay, next question is malonic acid when dehydrated with P2O5 at 150 degrees Celsius gives a foul smell, which is A. A on further treatment heated to the 200 degrees Celsius converts into B and carbon. Okay. Question is what is A and number of sigma and pi bonds? Total number of. Okay. See, I will tell you with the trick. How I will tell you? I will tell you with the trick. Malonic acid. Okay. Malonic acid will be like this. C double bond O OH. This is CH2 C double bond O OH. Okay. Please don't reveal all these tricks to anybody. Okay. This is malonic acid, CH2, COOH and COOH. Okay. Normally people will write like this. CH2, COOH, COH. Okay, this is malonic acid. But there is an added advantage when you write like this. Okay, see, P2O5 is a acidic dehydrating agent. It will remove one water molecule like this, one water molecule like this. Okay, so then because of that, what happened? There will be pi bond formation here. There will be pi bond formation here. Understood? So there will be, see here, oxygen double bond C, and here double bond C, double bond C, double bond C, oxygen. Okay, so this is called as C3O2, which is called as carbon suboxide. What it is called as? Carbon suboxide. It have a foul smell. Which smell? Foul smell. The smell which you cannot bear for a longer time. Okay, now question is about the sigma bond. 1, 2, 3, 4 sigma bond. 1, 2, 3, 4 pi bond. 2, 4 plus 4, 8. What is the answer? 8 is the correct answer. Okay, how to remember and how to make it fancy. Is it understood? Note down this.